13 of the National Football League. And this one features the Saints' rookie quarterback. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Saints and the Rams coming up next.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll set. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Chris Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 26 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's
out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of... The slot man in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our past the half. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offense. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And do you think he personally is evaluating his games? They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw, right? The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting... They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.